2 minutes remaining here from Talladega Super Speedway. High Gear Racing returns with the trucks tonight on deck. Right now, 5 drivers posted a lap. Quentin Stanbach leads. Michael Barksdale, James Warren, Sean Corbett, Kevin Tipton. Right now, entry list a little bit bigger than what it appears. "18 drivers on deck tonight. We'll see the majority of them in practice and qualifying. Some we'll do neither or let them start at the back. Right now, Michael Barksdale, fastest man right now, with a 54.300. So the stage is set. Still to come, MMS Little Dog Big Dog series will be going following the conclusion of this race. And with that being said, practice is over. Jump straight into qualifying. So for those of you wondering, extra $20 on the line for the pre-spin bonus presented by JW Graphics. Tonight's winner of that race, Cody Naylor. So he can get an extra $20 tonight. All he has to do is just win the race. Plain and simple. If he doesn't win the race tonight, then nobody will win that extra $20. It'll go into the next race plus whatever's next. So the longer drivers do not win this little bonus, the bigger the pot gets. Biggest so far has been $200 won by Joshua McCullough. Right now, Mark Stallings to start us off with qualifying. And paint job reloading here. Right behind him, Sean Corbett, itching to get back to victory lane. Right behind them, of course, you got Quentin Stanbach, Kevin McCullough. McCullough no stranger to winning in MMS or HGR for that matter. Well, right now, Mark, to set the time to beat, survey says 54.776. Right now, Corbett's on track to beat that. You see, Corbett's going to cut the apron. A lot of drivers will do that in qualifying at the line. Sean Corbett with a 54.609. Well, next up, Well, that should be standby right now. Ken McCullough, though, on track for the pole. Not the line. 7:38 for standby, and McCullough missing it by hundredths of a second. Michael Barksdale fast in practice. Barksdale will slide into third. Cody Neagle's on track. Well, Ashley Neagle's about to start his first lap. We're going to cut away from here real quick to find Richard Elliott. Elliott needing just a little bit more at the line. Do not believe he's going to get it. Nope. 54,700. Third quickest for Richard Elliott. Gordon Spain actually now about to complete his run with just over a minute remaining in qualifying to post one lap. At the line, Gordon Spain. 54,714. Fourth quickest for Spain. We're going to focus back in on Cody Neagles. Right now, Cody actually on track to knock off Sean Corbett from the pole to cut the apron. Isn't enough. At the line with 40 seconds remaining. It is 54,679. Well, one driver's going to have one last shot. His name's Christopher Carter. 23 seconds remaining. This will be the last attempt at the pole for anybody. Christopher Carter, where is he placed in all this? 54,745. Ninth. With 10 drivers posting out of a 17-18 car field. Make it 21 as a matter of fact. Or 20 I should say actually. Alright.
Hope everybody's doing all right.
Alright, as a matter of fact, I got to actually cut them out. Forgot I did race it over the weekend. Okay, there we go. Get to hear good old Jimmy Crow. Okay, Neagle's on pole for tonight. See, can I get a good word with him? Cody Neagles, Gary Jenkins up here, broadcast booth. Got a copy, buddy?
Yes, sir, I do.
My buddy, great way to start off a Wednesday night. What's the game plan tonight? How does the 6 return to victory lane in HGR?
A lot of focus, I guess, because my headset volume wasn't working, so I'm just in Discord right now, which is the explanation for my crappy quality. But I'm going to be shifting off RPMs, so it's going to be I'm really going to have to pay attention to my RPMs in this race because I really can't go off of feel. So I really don't know how I'm going to do, but we'll see. I'll have Discord comms, and that's going to be about it.
All right, baby. We'll let you get started for this race here. Best of luck to you. Hopefully we talk to you at the end of this thing.
Thank you.
Yep. I don't know what's worse, no audio and no force feedback. Regardless, starting grid for tonight. So Cody Neagles on pole, Sean Corbett second, Kenan McCullough third, Richard Elliott fourth, Gordon Spain, Michael Barksdale, Cody Naylor, the JW Paints Graphics pre-spin bonus. Wins tonight, an extra $20. Outside of him, Quentin Standby, Christopher Carter, and Mark Stallings will round out the 10 drivers who posted a lap behind them. Nathan Harper, Joey Savage, down through the field. Matthew Lee, Joshua McCullough, John Ward, Kevin Tipton, James Waring, William H. Scott. The 661 of Joey Mark Vondell and Hunter Hastings make his return to High Gear Racing. Will roll off in the 21st position for tonight's HGR event. You'll see a lot of these names still to come in the MMS race following HGR. We can get Cody Naylor real quick. Cody Naylor, Garrett Jenkins left here in broadcast, but you got a copy, buddy?
Yeah, how's it going, man?
Going pretty good. Extra $20 on the line for you tonight if you can win the race. What's it going to take for the 88 to knock off some of the big names that HGR has to offer?
Man, just staying clean. Get a good pit stop if we get a green flag pit stop here, and hope we got the old Outcast 88 up front tonight. I got my teammate Mark in here with me, starting a little bit behind me, so hopefully we can get together and make some money tonight.
All right, buddy. Well, I'll let you get ready to go here. Best of luck to you tonight. Hopefully we'll talk to you. Hopefully you'll walk out here with an extra $20 in your pocket.
Hey, man, thanks.
Yes, sir. Well, that being said, it's got a star-studded group of drivers to go through tonight to get the job done. Niggles and Corbett will bring them down to United Reynolds restart zone. Been a while since HGR's been on the air, broadcast-wise. Let's get it started with a bang. We're rolling. Down back straight away. Corbett with a slight edge, getting pushed by Richard Elliott. McCullough pushing Eagles on the bottom lane. Gordon Spain with Dim on the bottom. Michael Barksdale, third truck on the outside lane, followed by Quentin Stanbach. Right now, Eagles are really going to be able to get off of turn 4 pretty good. Camera brought to you by the drone camera. Always provides some awesome shots. And at the line, give it to, well, I can't even call it. Sean Corbett. See, already third line starting to get formed up. See Carter on the apron. No harm, no foul. Blend back in line right behind him. Nathan Harper. Again, Hunter Hastings in that green and black, number 44, making his return tonight. Here comes Elliott to the outside, and now in the middle lane as the third lane forms over to Savage, John Ward, James Waring, and others. Richard Elliott at the line, 3x3. I'll get down to Joey. Right now, down the back straightaway again. Majority on the bottom. But the runs that these trucks can pull on the outside and middle lane really is what gives them the advantage. Well, right now, you got drivers swapping all over the place. Right now, already 4 to go. We're already 3x3. You see the 5 of Mark. Starling will drop to the middle lane right behind Barksdale and Elliott. Niggles jumps out to cover that middle lane. As a matter of fact, at the line, the pole setter, does he actually lead this lap? He does. Cody Niggles on the board. Well, here comes the Savage and Ward right back up to the outside lane with James Waring. But again, not much help from that outside lane. Only 3 trucks really is going to hurt that third lane. And ultimately, that's the biggest weakness. That's the biggest weakness when it comes to running 3 wide at Talladega and you're on the top. You got to have the trucks. You got to have the numbers to really make that third lane work. Either that or side draft extremely hard. But right now, if you had to pick a lane, that middle lane is normally the most dominant one. And right now, Kenneth McCullough to the bottom of the track to cover Sean Corbett. McCullough's going to put his name on the board tonight. Right now, Corbett battling back on the bottom. Side by side down the back straightaway again. So we can't ride on board with one of these drivers actually right in the back here. We're right on board with Mark Starlings now. Kind of give you a bird's eye view of what it's like running at Talladega in the trucks. Here, a lot of lifting. Do not want to really give Stanbach a big push. You see the 22 loose through the tri-oval, able to keep it under him. All right now, matter of fact, I believe I got my 44s mixed up. Hastings now on the outside in that black and red. Number 44 up 14 spots from where he started this race, make it 15. And lead the other 44 might be Matthew Lee in that red and black truck. Gotta wait and see. But right now, Sean Corbett still leading. Well, already several different lead changes, but I believe right now as it stands, 4 different leaders for tonight. Make it 5. Hunter Hastings leads lap 6. Oh, my Savage goes around hard into the wall. James Waring involved in this. Joshua McCullough, John Ward. Looks like Ward will walk out here unscathed. Of course, for Joey and James Waring, caution out lap 7, more than likely going to be a fast repair needed for both trucks. Now you only get one fast repair, so if they choose to actually take the fast repair, it's going to be a long race. Let's look back and see what happens here. Right now on the outside, Elliott comes up, taps to 64. Barksdale gets a piece of it. Well, Ward and McCullough both will sneak through this pretty much unscathed. Same cannot be said for the 64 of Joey James and the 13 and 00 of Michael Barksdale. It's right on board with James Waring through all this. That's pretty much all it takes. Then nothing Waring can do. He's just instant bystander in this. Eventually just sends the car on around. 10-1 drive. Let's get a look at it from John Ward's perspective. Rewind it here. Well, Ward knows just immediately. Slow it down best you can. Look for a hole to go through. Pretty much all that's just experience. Right now you see pretty Pretty much see everybody's in this time taking pit stops. As a matter of fact, Cody Nichols will win the race off of pit road. Can go over Joey. Joey Savage, Garrett Jenkins up here at broadcast, but you got a copy, buddy?
I got a copy.
Buddy, just take us through what did you feel like happened from your perspective?
Yeah, I was just trying to soldier around the high side, trying to make something more, try to get someone clear and get some rotation in the field going. And somebody must have gotten my left rear, must have been the O2, but as soon as that contact was made, there was no saving it. It just went around on me, and I did my best to keep it at least in a predictable place.
Well, buddy, I want to ask.
But
go ahead.
Yeah, fast repair spent, and we're gonna try to keep it careful and try to be there where it matters most.
All right, buddy. Best of luck to you tonight. I do got one question for you before we head back green. Does this really change the outcome and how you approach this race from here on out, or is it just still go to the front, leave some more laps?
With the break in the middle, I think it's going to introduce some strategy in the middle of it. So we're going to see how that plays out.
All right, buddy. Best of luck to you. Hope we talk to you at the end of this thing, buddy.
Thank you.
Yep. There you see Joey and others coming back in. The field gets to 1 and green. No, the trucks do not run as fast as the cars, and the major difference is depending on which car you're referring to. But these trucks have something. The big difference I see with these trucks is gridlock, to answer your question. Pretty much you can't do nothing. You're just, if you're deep in the field, you're just kind of stuck there. You got to make 3 wide and make major moves really to go anywhere. Of course, that's why he saw the 3 wide earlier in the race. If that answers your question. But re-rack the top 10 as they run. Cody Nichols, Hunter Hastings, Kevin McCullough, Sean Corbett, Gordon Spain, Matthew Lee, Kevin Tempton, Mark Stallings, Nathan Harper, and Cody Naylor will round out your top 10. So already under caution tonight on lap 7. When the field takes the green, it will be 32 laps to go. Nichols and Hastings will be bringing them down. So right now, biggest mover of the race, Hunter Hastings, up 19 spots from where he started. Him and Cody bring them to United Rentals restart zone. We're rolling again. See Hastings already side driving early, almost pinching McCullough on the apron. Down the back straightaway. Right now, Cody will lead him off of turn 4, bottom lane with the advantage. for it in a moment, but here comes Hastings and Corbett up to the outside of Kevin McCullough for second. Cody will lead this lap. Down back straightaway, McCullough jumped up to the outside lane, gonna try to pull that middle lane down back straightaway. Right now he's got it side by side with Cody down the back straightaway. Give the advantage to the 03 of McCullough just for a split second. There comes Neagles back to the bottom, getting pushed by Gordon Spain. Right now you see the 88 of Naylor trying to make something happen that third lane. Of course, a lot on the line for the 88 of Cody Naylor. If he can win tonight, extra $20 in his pocket. Got a long way to go at the line. Give it to McCullough. Cuts across the bumper to 6. Already trying to set themselves up for a position early. Here comes the other McCullough. That would be Joshua on the third lane in the 14 with Quentin Stanbach in tow. Oh, Joshua big time loose. Hangs on to it 4 wide. Back in the pack. They'll cycle it back out to 3. They're racing like it's 1 to go. Oh, Corbett's around. He saves it. No, he doesn't. Or, yeah, he does. Somebody's gone around somewhere that or race control went ahead and threw the caution anyway. It was going to really stack up the field. We'll look back at it. Well, let's go back and look at it. Second caution of the night comes on lap 13. Corbett, maybe a little bit of net code is involved, but nonetheless, the 45 does come down. Everybody loose, trying to hang on to it. Awesome save for Sean Corbett. We'll rewind it here and get an onboard. Right on board with Corbett. We're going to come down, make slight contact. Everybody pretty much makes it through. Oh, we'll get one. We'll get another on board. Go on board Nathan Harper through this. He ought to have a great front row seat. Really, you don't know where Corbett's going to go. Head on to it for dear life. Everybody able to make it through. Of course, back live and pit stop still underway. Cody Naylor, the first one off of pit road. Actually scratched that. Cody Neagles already away first. Naylor gains five spots. Mark Starling 7. Quentin Stenbach 4. Michael Barksdale will gain 1 spot out of this. All right, now top 10, we'll restack them. Cody Neagles, right now has led the most laps tonight of 8. Cody Naylor, Mark Starling, Quentin Stanbach, Michael Barksdale, the top 5. Joey Masavage, Nathan Harper, Sean Corbett, Kevin Tempton, Hunter Hastings. Your top 10. As I say that, what you're seeing here, drivers going ahead and pitting a second time. Matter of fact, a lot of them are. The reason being, the more caution we have, the more caution we have, the more opportunity for drivers to come in, pit, gas your fuel. They're trying to push that window back as far back, trying to eliminate the green flag pit stops. And that's why you see a lot of drivers come in a second time under the 1 to go, doing everything they can really just to pack as much fuel in there. More fuel, less likelihood of having to stop again. But Barksdale and Matthew Lee will stay out and inherit the lead. And one driver we ain't talked to in a while. John Ward, Garrett Jenkins up here in broadcast, but you got a copy, buddy?
I got you.
My buddy, a long time no talk. It's been a very eventful night for you already. He's had to dodge the first 2 cautions here. Can you take us through on what's the plan for the 92 going forward? And can Bad Fast Ward get back to victory lane tonight?
Yeah, Garrett, we could definitely get to victory lane. The key here is going to be fuel. We're real close. If I save a little bit, I think I can make it from here, actually. So we'll see how it goes.
Do you anticipate on another caution coming out, and would that pretty much will another caution really put you in the green to go ahead and start pushing from here on out?
Yeah, one more caution and I'll be good to go wide open from there. But I'm going to try to make it from here and see what happens. If it stays green, it'll be real interesting. So,
all right, buddy. Best of luck to you. Let you get ready for this restart.
thank you.
So 2023 PGR champion trying to return to victory lane tonight. An interesting perspective right now for Matthew Lee, the only car on the outside lane. Gonna see how well this holds out. They're rolling. Barksdale already with a great jump. Lee's just gonna fall right back in line, be single filed out here with 26 to go for Talladega. Well, another caution for John Ward will put him just north of making it to the end. You got to wonder, all these other drivers who have pitted, are they in the same boat? Will another caution be a saving grace for most of the field? Or will a lot of the field be going on a hope and a prayer to make it to the end? We'll find out in 25 more laps. Michael Barksdale leads off of 4. Matthew Lee right behind him. Here comes the outside lane with Cody Naylor and Mark Starlings now, with Corbett, Stenbach, and Hastings now. At the line, give it to Barksdale barely, but here comes Naylor on the outside. Not going to be able to get clear. Barksdale storming back up the inside lane. Now back straightaway, Barksdale covers the outside lane. It's going to open the door for Matthew Lee to slide right up into the catbird seat entering turn 3. From the crash chopper cam. Barksdale continuing to lead, only barely. Here comes Lee back to the inside. Give it to Barksdale again, but not by much. Right now getting pushed by Cody Naylor as they enter turn 1. Down back straightaway. Goes that run that we mentioned earlier. especially off turn 2. That's where the middle lane really proves to be the strongest. The only issue is right now, just not getting the run big enough to clear. A lot of times we run these trucks, you'll see the run down back straightaway is enough for the guy in the middle leading the outside lane to get cleared. Enough to drop to the bottom and try to work both lanes. You see it off of 4 now, but back to the inside comes Barksdale again. Naylor relief for his second lap of the night with 23 to go. You see Barksdale's going to drop out of line. Probably going to try to drop back, save some fuel. There he got turned. Regardless, Barksdale's going to get up now, but will go from first all the way back to about 16th. Right now, Corbett drops from the top lane. Sean Corbett, we talked about pretty much the whole summer, the winless streak. Trying to end has been a bad summer for Sean Corbett. Of course, one of the first times we broadcast at HGR, Corbett will wind up being your winner. I think that was like the second or third episode. And after that, the summer stretch, then one at the 45, wants to forget. Tell you another driver that's trying to get into HGR victory lane live on a broadcast. The pride of Cheyenne, Wyoming, Quentin Stanbach will lead off for turn 4. Stanbach one in, trying to knock down the door and get a win tonight. His first win. Hunter Hastings right behind him. It's been a long time since Hastings has been in victory lane HGR. Matter of fact, this is his first race back in about 5 months. See, Stanbach's going to jump up, try to pull that 661 of Joey. Going to come right back down to the bottom. Ward try to make something in that outside lane. And Ward's making moves already, and evidently John thinks that he can make it on fuel from where he's at, or at least be close. 20 to go, and they're getting dicey mid-pack. See Barksdale way up the track's going to blend right back in line. Will maintain focus on the leaders for the moment. Well, Ward slowly creeping up there into the mix. Stanbach continuing to lead at Talladega for the moment. 20 to go. Well, Ward's going to jump up, make it 3 wide. Nobody goes with him. That's the bad part about it. You make up all that ground only for nobody to go with you in that third lane. You got to restart all over again. For Ward, he'll slide back to the 17th spot. For the first time tonight, 661 of Joey will jump up to the lead for the moment. Here comes Stanbach back to the inside. Each one getting pushed by a pair of 44s. On the bottom, Hunter Hastings pushing Quentin Stanbach on the outside, pushing Joey. Matthew Lee, one of 2 that stayed out under this last caution to inherit the lead. Well, right now, outside lane still really not being able to form up the run like I thought they would be able to. You see the 6 of Cody Nichols drop to the bottom. And he wants out of this. Matthew Lee will do the same. And now slowly but surely the middle lane starting to dissipate. One driver's been on a roll as of late. Mark Vondale, you're right on board with him. We're about on a roll. He's cashed out in a lot of races. over the last month. Right now, looking to do the same. Top 5 do get paid out for this race. Right now, Vondell with a massive run, pushing the 661 right back to the outside, Hunter Hastings. So only 17 to go at the line. Well, for Quentin Standby's left 4 laps tonight. Golden Eagles led the most at 8 so far. Where's the outside lane? Kind of all but faded for right now. They're trying to get formed up. Dega Pros on the occupying a lot of the outside lane. Matter of fact, Dega Pros in attendance tonight. Sean Corbett, Gordon Spain, James Waring, Joey Savage, and John Ward. What a mess. Of course, you got the McCulloughs. Joshua and Kenan McCullough, Mark Vondale, Richard Elliott, just to name several. Down back straight away. Still Quentin Stanbach continuing to lead. Well, John Ward said that they were close on fuel to be able to make it. Look at the pit strategy length. Everybody pitted anywhere from 11 to 12 laps ago. It's kind of hard to tell really how big of a stint length they can run because they haven't ran a full stint length yet with 15 to go. About to find out. Here comes Naylor on the outside with Christopher Carter. Where's going to get turned? Off the bumper to 38. There they go. Nathan Harper, damage to the 7 Chick-fil-A. James Waring stuck up against the wall with Gordon Spain rolling there on the bottom. Cody Naylor with damage, just pre-spin bonus winner. Man, oh man. James Waring, meatball flag. The night is done for the driver of the 13. Cody Naylor as well, massive damage. It'll be a fast repair for him. With 15 to go, Hunter Hastings, your leader. Gordon Spain not seeing a lot of damage on the 38. All right. Well, let's see what happens. I think it's just a matter of time, really. We'll look at it from the crash chopper cam first. It's all going to start. We're going to go 3 wide Waring. I think he thought better of it. There is net code involved. Christopher Carter does get a piece of this. See where Nathan Harper gets involved. Well, really, to be honest with you, it's hard to really say who you can pin this on. You can say that the 13 comes down, but there is net code involved in it. It's going to be difficult. Regardless, going to wad up a lot of them. Well, Gordon Spain's going to have damage to the rear. I mean, having issues on pit. Going back live here, John Ward's came to a stop. But Ward's going to get it back rolling. Meanwhile, see if we can't ride on board with a couple of drivers through this. Well, first, go on board James Waring. There we goes up, he's going to come back down. Probably not wanting, thinking best about that third lane, unfortunately. You don't get you don't get much time to really, you don't get much time to really second guess. When Cody Naylor's on board, this is going to fall right into the 88 slap. There were nothing he could do. Almost goes upside down. For Nathan Harper. So we will rewind it here. Massive shot. Send the 38 on around. Thought Mark Starling's able to get through there. Well, meanwhile, back live. Right now, you don't see a lot of drivers pitting, mainly because now this is exactly what John Ward predicted. Another caution that he would be good. I can say that for half the field now. Can get Matthew Lee in here real quick. Matthew Lee, Garrett Jenkins up here in broadcast booth, buddy. Got a quick copy?
Yeah, I got you.
My buddy been here several times before. Is the plan still the same? Just try to block everybody like crazy, or what's the plan for the 04 to get back to victory lane tonight?
Yeah, I just try to keep it going straight. Been a lot of net code and crap, so hopefully stay away from that. Hopefully make some good moves here to stay up front.
All right, buddy. Best of luck to you tonight. Hopefully we'll talk to you in about, give or take, another 10-15 minutes.
Yeah, thanks.
Well, is this the last time we'll see a caution? I don't think so. But I think the field is good on fuel. I believe they're good to the end of regulation and possibly one or two overtimes. We'll have to wait and see. Toyota and Chevrolet brings them down. Matthew Lee, Cody Eagles in the United Reynolds restart zone. 11 laps to go when they take the green. Best start you could ask for. What about Christopher Carter having a great run tonight, night 25 on the bottom lane. Kevin Tenton as well, but here goes the Eagles on the outside again, pushed by Nathan Harper. Evidently that damage to the front. Not enough to stop the 17 from pushing. Off of turn 4. Lee continuing to block. A little bit of contact between 25 and the 6. No harm, no foul. Here comes Nichols back to the outside with a push from Harper. Oh, contact. Hold on to her, boys. 3 wide at the line. Give it to Carter. That was close. They're still bumping each other. Right now, keeping it straight. Nathan Harper, the odd man out. Nichols will go out to cover and try to form out that third lane early. Down back straightaway, John Ward sees in that third lane. See that 92 jump up to the outside lane. Ward's trying to get back to the front. Christopher Carter leads down the back straightaway. Kevin Tempton pushing him, 9th gear racing, up to 2nd right now. Of course, Luke Freeman not here tonight. Here comes Lee again on the outside. Really, the middle lane, third lane kind of dissipates. 9 to go. This is going to be the point of the race now where you're not really going to care where you hit a guy. You're not going to care where you push a guy. Anything you do to get more momentum and gain ground, gain positions, get to the front. Try to earn a little bit extra money to get you through to the end of the week. Here comes Hastings on the outside, getting pushed by McCullough in that black and red number 44. Christopher Carter in the middle, and Kevin Tempton working the bottom with Joshua McCullough. 8 to go. Oh, Carter gets turned. They save it. No, they don't. There they go. Matthew Lee's involved. Kevin McCullough upside down. We got the wrong car, but damn, they are wrecking still. There's Matthew Lee, Quentin Stanbox involved. Joey's involved, Richard Elliott. Somebody's got a body panel flying all over the place. Kevin Tempton through the grass. Mark Vondell's involved in this. We're under caution again. Nathan Harper, this time the damage is much more severe. Massive, massive damage to that Chick-fil-A Ford F-150. When we saw Matthew Lee get turned. Let's go back and see what happened. I'll tell you what happened. This is coming to the end of the race. I just said nobody's really giving any more tonight. It's all take. Lee just never gets off the back bumper at 25. From there, Joey turns to 44 around the 04. See Joey getting up and into the wall. Massive shot from Nathan Harper to the back of the 661. Lee will go through the grass. He's right on board with a couple of drivers. Well, really, let's right on board with Matthew Lee first off. Just said if he can get the car straight, keep it straight, he'd have a chance at it. It'll go away right here. From Quentin Stanbox angle. He about made it through. Contact one truck, then gets nailed. Tell you, John Ward's gonna give us a great view of this. He'll actually sneak through this pretty much unscathed. See, it ducks to the bottom, just slows up, waiting for a hole. Sees the hole, hurries up and gasses it through. He'll escape the carnage behind him. Last onboard we'll go on with here. We'll go on board with Christopher Carter. Yes, Matthew. Like I said, it never gets soft on him. You see the damage, the carnage unfolding. All right, now this will shake up everything and move Hunter Hastings up to the lead. Not much damage to the 25. Under our 4th caution of the night. So Carter will actually elect to stay out here. Kenna McCullough was at the front earlier in the race, then just chose to ride in the back, make it through this. There's going to be 5 to go when they take the green flag. Re-rack the top 10 as they run. Hunter Hastings, your leader. Kenna McCullough, Christopher Carter, Sean Corbett, Gordon Spain. Rounds out top 5. Barksdale, Savage, Ward, Vaughn Dale, and William H. Scott Jr. will round out top 10 behind them. The car that still led the most laps tonight, Cody Neagles in 11th. Kevin Tenton 12th to 661 of Joey in 13th. Cody Naylor, pre-spin bonus, getting a whole lot harder, start from 14th. Then drivers pretty much involved in that last caution. Stanbot, Harper, Matthew Lee, Joshua McCullough, Richard Elliott rounds out the 19 drivers. Still in contention. Well, what a night it's been. Been great racing all night, only 4 cautions tonight. When they take the green, 5 laps to go. Hastings and McCullough brings them down to United Rentals restart zone. We're rolling. Right now, McCullough trying to get Corbett, pull him on the outside lane. Down the back straightaway, side by side for the lead. Well, of course, McCullough's been here before. Multiple time winner in HGR. Hastings, no slouch as well. Making his return tonight after months of being away. See, 4 wide in the back. Stanbot, Scott, Naylor. They're going to make it, keep it straight barely. At the line, give it to Hunter Hastings. Here comes McCullough with a push for Corbett. Too big of a push. McCullough hard into the wall. They keep it straight. McCullough, though, however, unless there's a caution, the race is done. Meanwhile, at the front, Corbett trying to take the lead from Barksdale. Hastings still fending off on the bottom with Christopher Carter pushing. Matthew Lee and Joshua McCullough making it 4 wide. You see a 64 Joey stuck in the middle. Well, you can't really call it in the middle. Right now, Corbett down the block, the ball lane. How about John Ward that snuck into the picture here? Oh, Lee gonna get turned across standby. They're wrecking again. God almighty. Stand by hard into the wall. Fifth caution, it will set up overtime. Man, oh man. All right. Let's look at it. Well, I think this is going to be another situation. Drivers in the back trying to make up ground the best they can. It's all right now 4 wide action here. Joshua McCullough just gets off centered on Matthew Lee's bumper. Send him to the 66 or the 64 Joey Misavage. From there it's on. See the 44 Lee. What was a good night. Has turned into a nightmare for the 04 44. Ever how you want to go about his name or his number, I should say. Let's go on board with him. Right here, you see it's just going to get off center. Good intro. There you go now. That's as easy as it is. Man, Scott's going to take a massive shot to the inside wall. Over Quentin standby. As soon as it rewinds here. He ain't even going to know it's coming. Bam! Last on board, be with Joshua McCullough. There's a very great picture here. Well, I mean, coming to the end of the race, I mean, going to the end of the race indeed, and right now, your leader, Sean Corbett, the 1 of 3 green-white checkered attempts. All right. But to re-rack it. Corbett, your leader. Barstow, second. Hunter Hastings, John Ward, third and fourth. Kevin Tempton, Gordon Spain, fifth and sixth. Joey and Vondell, seventh and eighth. Joey and Richard Elliott will round out ninth and 10th. For Sean Corbett, a chance to return to victory lane. For Michael Barksdale, trying to go to victory lane. Hunter Hastings, what a return it would be to go back to victory lane after a long absence from HGR. John Ward, no stranger to going to victory lane in HGR, trying to do it again. Kevin Tempton, another one trying to return to victory lane. several other ones. All right, Corbin Barksdale brings them down. We're rolling. Barksdale, not a great start at all. No, but the issue is now Corbin and Hastings out to a big lead. You see Joey and Joey Savage gonna jump into that third lane. Elliott's already got a third lane formed up down the back straightaway. 2 laps to go. They make it back to the line. Does not matter what happens. Right now, 3x3 to the start-finish line. They contact with Elliott and Barksdale. Gonna force them 4 wide. At the line, Corbin leads. White flag, 1 to go. Right now, still 3x3 down the back straightaway. Oh, Barksdale up and over! Michael Barksdale up and over. We stay green for the moment. Corbett still trying to do everything he can to hold on to it. Hasty wrecking behind it. They say that for the moment. Sean Corbett's going to make this 45 about 8 lanes wide. At the line, Kevin Tempton's got 1 shot at him. Tended to the outside lane. Corbett to the bottom. Cody Naylor with a push. Oh, Corbett gets turned. At the line. Sean Corbett returns the victory lane. Barely. As they wreck behind them. Quentin Stanbach. His night will end. Kevin Tempton's car's destroyed. Cody Naylor will come home second. Tempton fourth. Kenny McCullough will round out the top 5. This interview's been long coming. Mark Vondale, night will end. God almighty. What a race. For the most anticipated win of the summer. Finally coming. Sean Corbett, Garrett Jenkins in the booth. Been a long time coming.
Are you ready to have that conversation is all I'm asking you.
Oh, yeah. So what a finish. 0.08 of a second unofficially the gap tonight. Take me through it. Was it one of the most stressful green-white checkers of your life?
I'll tell you what. I actually did not know what was going on that last lap. There was some shaking going on behind me. I thought Galati and them were coming up on that second line, but I was watching it, but then that pressure went away. I don't know who it was behind me. The 88 or whatever came up like a bat out of hell and actually hit me so hard I thought my shit was done. And I just started sawing the wheel. I cranked up the chainsaw and started sawing that wheel like a damn lumberjack. You wouldn't believe it. I was like, I am going to.
I believe it.
Upside down, sideways, reverse. Outside of my truck, I will be sitting in the back. I don't know what was going to happen, but that last lap was a little crazy. I have to go back and watch it, but I really don't know what happened.
But I do want to say, started outside pole tonight. Led 8 laps. You actually tie Cody Nichols for the most laps led tonight. Did you walk into the night thinking, well, this might be my night, or were you, or at some point, of course, iterated the rough summer stretch, or did you also feel at night, well, what's gonna stop me this time? We've written off everything that could be done to keep the 45 from winning, but did you feel like that? Did you feel like that we're about to find another way to lose a race, or did you have that thought in the back of your mind, this could be the night?
Dude, I'm telling you, when I saw that 88 coming like super hard and hit me, like I said, I got to watch that replay. But I was ready to turn that truck sideways and make it 3 lanes wide, and all 3 cars, trucks, whatever behind me can just push me across that line. I was like, come hell or high water, I'm saving this sucker. I'm glad I got it. I actually didn't think that was going to happen the way we got hit, but I tried to stay up front with the whole time was my whole goal. We were good on gas. I really don't know what was going on behind me. There was a lot of shaking and baking going on. But, I'm glad I got one finally. It has been a while.
Well, buddy, I do want to ask you 2 more questions. I know.
Go ahead.
I mean, I can attest. I know there's going to be a party tonight, but at what point we talked to John Ward earlier in the race about the second caution. He said fuel was
Did you
going
see all
to
those net codes going on? I didn't think
Yeah,
that
I saw
some
it.
net codes. I mean, we haven't normally had that, but it seemed like at one time Kenny was in front of me. I was straight as I could be, and he took off to the outside wall. I mean,
There's a couple of
Did you
them
see a lot
tonight.
of that?
I mean, James, well, just that with James and Gordon, there was net code involved. I believe the first caution, there was also net code involved as well. There's 2 or 3 of these cautions tonight. Net code did play a role in them. But I did
we normally don't have that bad.
not in the trucks. But
Well,
I do want to ask you, John Ward said about 26 to go, it was going to be close. At one point, did you know that the fuel was going to be able to hold out? Was it whenever we got that third caution, or were you saving a little bit extra in the tank? At what point was it go time for the 45?
After those first couple of cautions, I was not worried about fuel. I mean, that was thankfully I didn't have to worry about it. I didn't save at any time or lift at any time, and especially when that caution came out, I guess that last one, I knew that was like, well, all I got to worry about is who's running me over, who's knocking me off, who's running up, putting sugar in my gas tank, who's trying to pop my tires with a knife hanging out the window. That's the only thing I was worried about, because the gas wasn't one of them.
Well, buddy, last question, and I'm going to let you go party tonight. Is there anybody want to thank tonight? Friends, family, sponsors, etc.? The floor is yours.
Oh, definitely you, man. Glad you are here to witness that for once. We actually got it done, and you got to see it, because as many times as I hear you yelling on the broadcast, Sean Corbin's going to have to get this one. He's gone. No, he's dead tonight again.
Yeah.
Glad you ain't got to yell that tonight, so we can put that one to bed.
No, I
Tuck
yelled
it
the
in
opposite.
Nice and tight. Yeah. Thanks to Jimmy for all he's done, putting up with everything week in and week out. Dega Pros boys over there, John, all the guys, Joey, Gordon, whoever else was helping me out along the way. And I'm glad we got this one under my belt. So yeah, it was rough, but it has been a while.
Well, Sean, congratulations again, buddy. Long time coming. And now we will look forward to seeing if you can repeat tomorrow night.
Well, I got to go try. I'm between me and you, I'm going to slide over to the little dog, big dog, see if lightning strikes twice tonight. See
Well,
what
I'll be
happens.
damned. We'll see if it works then, won't we, buddy?
Yeah, we'll see.
All right, buddy. Best of luck to you.
All right, man. Appreciate it, bud.
Yep.
Have a good one.
You too. Well, that being said, we will see a lightning strike twice, because that race coming up in a few short minutes. That being said, second place in here. Might ask the hard-hitting questions. We'll see. Cody Naylor, Garrett Jenkins up here in broadcast. But you got a copy, buddy?
Sure do.
Well, buddy, 0.08 of a second will be the difference tonight between you and an extra
Man,
$20. But I do want
I
to
tell you
ask.
what, that's some good racing right there, man. It was about as up and down as you can get being in the driver's seat, man. I got caught up early, had to use my fast repair. Started being aggressive again. Had to avoid a couple accidents by the skin of my teeth and dropped back to 14th there with like 6 laps to go. And man, I don't even know. That was crazy. That was crazy.
Well, buddy, I wanted to walk you through the tri-oval at that point. That shot to the 45, was that desperation at this point, or just take us through?
I wasn't even trying. I was happy with second or third. I wasn't trying to spin at all. I was really just trying to give him a big push. And, I like I said, luckily he still got the win. I apologized to him afterwards. Yeah, no, I wasn't trying to do anything, out of the ordinary there. I did hit him a little harder than I expected, but like I said, thankfully he came back across and came across ahead of me. So I'm thankful for that.
Well, buddy, I do want to ask you one thing. Netcode obviously a factor tonight, but I do want to throw into the perspective 3 wide early over. 3 wide early, pretty much the whole race. I do want to ask, do you feel like, obviously I threw out a term early in the race, gridlock, and I wanted to ask you, do you feel like we saw a lot of 3 wide moves? Some triggering a caution, some netcode reared its ugly head in there, but do you feel like gridlock makes drivers try to get desperate out of not being stuck in there? That's why we saw some 3 and even 4 wide action a little.
Yeah, I definitely think that once people start getting 3, and we even saw 4 wide there a couple times, there's definitely going to be those people that are going to get a little nervous. It looks easy, but it's not easy to do. And if you're not comfortable doing it, man, you can really mess up and cause a big wreck real easy. So it's not surprising when you see some of those things happen with netcode and guys slipping and sliding up a little bit or down a little bit, or it gets real tight, and those things are going to happen, especially on the super speedways.
Well, buddy, last question before I let you head on out of here. Is there anybody want to thank? Friends, family, sponsors, etc.? The floor is yours.
Man, I'd like to thank my boys in Outcast Racing, my Outcast Racing League guys. Shout out to them. Mark, my teammate tonight, things didn't go the way they should have with him. I was unfortunate. My teammates Dakota, Robert, Mark, watching if they were, Admin Box, Extreme Scoring, and Team 41 Graphics down in Indiana. The guys there, they're all the ones that make this possible. So thanks to them, and happy to come away with my best finish of the HGR so far.
All right, buddy. Cody Naylor tonight will come in second only by 0.08 of a second. Congratulations, buddy. Hopefully when we talk to you again, be at one more spot.
Yeah, man, it's coming. I can feel it. So we'll talk to you one more spot up eventually.
All right, buddy.
All right, we'll talk to you. Bye.
Yep. That being said, one more driver before he gets ready for little dog, big dog tonight. Nathan Harper, Garrett Jenkins up here in broadcast, buddy. Got a copy, buddy?
Is there?
Well, buddy, take me through your night. I was actually wondering, you had a lot of damage to the front end in one of them cautions. Well, not really a lot of damage, but the nose pushed in, then ultimately, the next wreck destroyed the whole left front of the truck. And I just want to ask you, where'd you come from to get third out of all this?
Well, Mr. Barksdale, I believe, he forgot to shift the truck and caused a major stack up on the middle, and I, took advantage of it. Well, actually, I was side by side with him. I couldn't clear to the middle, so I was trapped, but that's what started it all in the wreck in 3. And then I don't know what the leaders were doing up front. They just started getting all swirly, and I just took advantage. And then I don't even want to talk about the end because I just straight up wrecked the field. I haven't. I don't know what your opinion is on that, but I I came up pretty bad. I just got tunnel vision there. I don't have any word on if I'm being EOL'd or not, but I've been doing this for way too long. I mean, maybe a year, 2 months, which really it feels like 5 years because I do this every night, and I go out there and do that. So that's not good. But yeah, I mean, I'm third now. I mean, I haven't gotten a word, but just taking advantage of the Mr. Barksdale not shifting the car truck.
Well, buddy, if I'm not mistaken, I believe you got another race to do tonight.
Yep.
So, I know you're anxious to get over there. I'm ready to get over there, so I'll ask you 2 more questions here. Really, we saw a lot of 3 and 4 wide action tonight. Do you feel like in a way these trucks, they kind of add that need of urgency? We see people get a lot of freedom in the not the next gens, but the Gen 6s and in some occasions the Gen 4. Do you feel like these trucks creating drivers to feel like they're sort of trapped where they're at, trying to get up there to the front, where they have to make moves that you wouldn't normally see? Do you feel like that kind of adds to what we saw tonight, or do you think tonight was mainly just the netcode?
I mean, there were some netcode incidents. Well, I looked at the turn 2 wreck, and that was bad netcode. I haven't really seen anything else, but everyone was saying it was netcode, so I guess I'll take their word. But I mean, yeah, I mean the trucks. I mean, like the Gen 6, Gen 4. I mean, you can fly around the track, but this, you know, you can get gridlocked. So you have 3 wide, 4 wide. You just gotta do what you gotta do. Most of the time, I hate going third, but when I have to go third, I mean, you have to do it. And most of the time, you're hoping for a caution, so the field freezes, and then there you go, you're on the top, and you're second, third, and, picked up a bunch of spots. But yeah, trucks are definitely hard to maneuver in. You can push 4 deep easily, but you just better hope the guy in front of you can hold it.
Well, buddy, last question, then I'll let you get on over there. Is there anybody want to thank Night Friends, family, sponsors, etc.? The floor is yours.
Yeah, well, shout out to Cody Naggles, Matt Lee, and Kevin Tipton, even though I wrecked the crap out of them. And I'm probably going to, if I do cash, I mean, I'll probably give them money because I feel really bad. But, and Josh McCullough, I worked with him tonight. Crow for putting this on for us, and you for broadcasting.
All right, buddy. Nathan Harper will finish third tonight unofficially as of right now, but looks to go up 2 more spots in MMS coming up here in a few minutes. Appreciate your time, Harper. Best of luck in Little Dog, Big Dog.
Thank you, sir.
Yep. That being out of the way, we'll go ahead and run through the race results pretty quick here. Sean Corbett, your leader, or your winner tonight. Cody Naylor second. Nathan Harper third. McCullough fourth. Mark Vondale rounds out the top 5. Kevin Tipton, John Ward, Hunter Hastings, Joey Gladio ninth, and Gordon Spain will round out the 10th. Quentin Standby, Joey Masavage, William H. Scott, Joshua McCullough, Christopher Carter, Richard Elliott, Matthew Lee, Michael Barksdale rounds out your top 18 for tonight. On down through the field, Cody Niggles, Mark Stallings, and James Waring will round out the 21 car field tonight. Whatever you do, if you still want more action, if you ain't got your fix yet of super speedway action, Little Dog, Big Dog coming up here in just a few moments. And I'll see all y'all then.